No one inside the gym expected that morning at Team USA training camp to turn into a moment people would still be discussing days later. Practice had been running smoothly, with veterans moving through drills while coaches observed quietly and staff members handled the usual routines. Outside the building, cameras waited for any small story that might become a headline, but inside the gym everything felt calm, professional, and predictable. Then the doors opened and Caitlin Clark walked in. At first it didn't seem like a major moment. Players continued stretching, basketballs bounced across the hardwood, and conversations carried on. But within seconds the atmosphere shifted. Heads turned, conversations slowed, and a few veterans paused just long enough to watch her step onto the court. Clark had quickly become the center of attention wherever she appeared, whether in arenas, media coverage, or fan discussions, and her arrival at camp carried that same energy. For some players, it was simply another teammate joining practice, but for others it felt like something larger, because this version of Clark arrived with enormous momentum behind her. Her performances had drawn millions of new viewers to women's basketball, television ratings had surged during her games, and highlight clips of her long-range shooting and playmaking had spread rapidly across social media. Veteran stars understood that shift as well. Players like Breanna Stewart had already experienced Olympic pressure and the responsibilities that come with representing the United States on the global stage. They had played alongside superstars before, yet Clark's presence carried a unique kind of attention. It wasn't just about her talent. It was a wave of excitement surrounding her. Fans increasingly view her as a major part of the sport's future, while sponsors and broadcasters see a powerful opportunity to expand the reach of women's basketball to audiences around the world.
Man, this look good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Hey, the main thing, though, is that the young guns are getting a chance to hang around the veterans. So they're learning a few things, right? Picking up on some of the key little moves, right? Some of the nuance about the game that they could probably add to their game. So I love it, man. Now, we also got Caitlin kind of talking about her senior debut with the USA team, talking about how she's having a good time and everything. So let's get into what she was saying here.
Caitlin, what makes this debut special for you?
Man, I think, this is every kid's dream. I think I wrote it down when I was in third grade. So I'm just excited about this opportunity. And I remember Kara Cowan.
As Women's National Basketball Association continues to grow, the league itself is still figuring out what the rapid rise of Caitlin Clark means for the sport's future. That level of attention can change the entire atmosphere of a room, and it was already noticeable inside the Team USA training camp. Clark didn't arrive with any dramatic entrance. There was no speech or formal announcement. She simply walked onto the court, greeted a few teammates, and began preparing for practice like everyone else. Yet even without the fanfare, the energy in the gym shifted. Quiet conversations and small whispers started among players and staff, the kind that carry a sense of curiosity and anticipation. The feeling was clear. Everyone wanted to see what would happen once practice actually began.
Easy work. It seemed like Caitlin is hanging with Kelsey a lot. Paige always yelling. Paige yelling about anything these days.
USA on 3, 1, 2, 3.
USA, man, let's get it. Man, I can't wait, man. This team is lit. All right, this team is full of ballers, dog. Oh, I can't wait. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this yet, but there was a shooting competition, man. A little shooting drill, white team against red team. And yeah, man, it was pretty exciting. Let me go ahead and play it. So this one angle of it, and then I'm going to show.
When hype around an athlete reaches a certain level, people begin looking for proof that the reality matches the story. At Team USA camp, that curiosity was impossible to ignore. Across the court, Angel Reese was already deep into her routine. Reese had built her own reputation through intensity, confidence, and a strong personality, becoming one of the most talked about players in the sport. Her fan base was passionate and her presence undeniable, yet even she could sense the shift inside the gym. The cameras had toned, the conversations had changed, and much of the attention had moved toward Caitlin Clark. Some players watched with curiosity, others seemed excited, while a few veterans looked more cautious. When a young superstar arrives carrying enormous hype, the internal balance of a team can quickly shift. Everyone wants to see how that player fits, whether they are ready for the moment, and sometimes experienced players quietly test newcomers. Practice began normally with warm-ups, passing drills, and communication exercises. But as the session continued, something subtle started happening. Clark wasn't trying to attract attention, yet the spotlight kept finding her. Coaches noticed the confidence in her movements. Teammates noticed the calm way she handled pressure, and veterans noticed something even more telling. She looked completely comfortable. That calmness began to change the mood in the gym. Elite athletes respect composure above almost everything else, and Clark carried herself like someone who expected to be there. She moved with the confidence of someone who had already accepted the pressure that came with the global attention surrounding her. Gradually, reactions around the court shifted. Some veterans gave quiet nods, and coaches leaned closer to watch more carefully. What they were witnessing wasn't just hype, it was presence. And in professional sports, presence is something that cannot be faked.
And broadcast, especially given we haven't seen Clark play basketball in this long a period of time. But we shall see how the roster develops going forward. We shall see how they look. Sue Bird is the new managing director. For those who aren't aware, Kara Lawson, Duke's head coach, is the new head coach of the team. There are other coaches as part of the squad. Stephanie White is there as one of the coaches on the team. So, Fever coach, I think Nate Tibbetts, maybe Natalie Nakase, alongside Kara Lawson, of course. So it will be interesting to see, entertaining to see, a nice break. Well, I mean, hopefully this.
In professional sports, presence is something that cannot be taught. You either have it or you don't, and Caitlin Clark clearly showed it that day. At one point during the Team USA session, a small group of players gathered near the sideline between drills. The conversation wasn't loud, but their reactions said plenty. There were a few smiles, a couple of surprised looks, and one veteran quietly shaking her head in disbelief, not out of frustration, but out of recognition. Moments like that are rare in sports, when a rising star walks into an environment filled with champions and immediately looks like she belongs. Inside the camp, the atmosphere had shifted noticeably. What began as a routine training session had turned into something different, as players and coaches alike realized they were witnessing a talent capable of fitting naturally among the very best.
Yo, Tibbetts is having a blast, man. I love to see it. Hold on, wait, look at Tibbetts. Let's go, Tibbetts. Let's go, Tibbetts. Yeah, man, I'm excited too, man. I can't hold my smile back either, big dog. That's a oh yeah. Hey, but you gotta love to see it, man. Having the CBA talks go on and people starting to pick sides on owners or players, man, it's just good to get back to basketball. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they're having a great time. Everybody's smiling, enjoying themselves. So it's a good feeling. It's a good sight, man. Now, honestly, I know I might get some hate for this one, but I don't know if Ray Burrell should be that, man. I think they should have got Rakia Jackson. And then I don't know how they leave off Cameron Brink, man. The block champion? Y'all leaving off the block champ? Come on, man. Y'all gotta add the block champ. I mean, if y'all were watching her during Arrival, she was also stretching that floor, man, and that's gonna help.
Earlier that morning, practice had felt routine, but by the time the session progressed, the atmosphere had become electric. Players were pushing harder, energy levels spiked, and competitiveness in the room intensified. When a single athlete raises the intensity of a space, the entire environment responds, and coaches notice it too. The pace of drills had quickened, focus had sharpened, and even the veterans were watching closely. Not out of doubt, but out of understanding. They recognized what this moment could signify. If Clark continued to grow, if her influence kept expanding, and if the millions of fans following her remained engaged, women's basketball could be entering a new era, one in which a single player could command the spotlight and shift the trajectory of the entire sport. By the end of practice, the gym had transformed. The calm, predictable routine from that morning was gone, replaced by excitement, curiosity, and a quiet realization spreading among the veterans about just how significant Clark's presence had become.
See that, right? Because unrivaled teams, hold on now, they're supposed to be sort of like all-star teams, right? That's what I'm hearing. With all these stars on these teams, oh man. I'm going to tell you, wouldn't shock me. Keep in mind, unrivaled games are like 70,000 to 130,000 viewers. Wouldn't shock me to see 500,000 viewers on one of these games. Maybe more than that. I'm predicting at least 3 to 4 times the amount of viewers for this USA basketball situation. And guys, don't look now, but Aaliyah Boston's little run with Unrivaled, it has put her out for USA basketball. This unbelievable opportunity, and now she's out. Sonia Centron.
Caitlin Clark wasn't just another young player trying to earn her spot. She was becoming something entirely different, a phenomenon. Her presence had the power to shift the conversation around the sport itself, drawing attention and energy wherever she went. As players began walking off the court, one thought seemed to linger in the air. If this was only practice, what might happen when the real games begin? The intensity, focus, and excitement she generated at Team USA camp suggested that the rest of the basketball world might not be prepared for the impact she was about to make.